Hello again after a long time, feels like. This is, we thought, a new season for the Tsu-calm-i podcast, which we do with Donna. And today, in this first episode of the new season, we will talk about the power of vulnerability, which can be familiar from a TED Talk, which is a worldwide famous TED Talk of Brené Brown. But now I personally really like that TED Talk, but now we try to translate it to what it means to us because we both feel this is like an important life skill for every days, and we thought we could begin with this one.
Yeah, I think how I used to interpret vulnerability was that it was weak. It's weak to be vulnerable. And so I would probably, if I felt that I was feeling a bit weak in a situation, I would try and go over it or cover it up and not feel it because I had to look from the outside that I was coping okay. But
Mm.
now I have a different perspective. Um, and actually, I think even when you experience vulnerability in certain situations, it's okay now. And actually, it is where your power, I think it is where your power is. Power.
Well, that is a big shift from
Yeah.
being weak to that is actually where your power is. I could I can really see why it feels weak. I, um, I can recall situations when I don't know, there is a emotionally sensitive situation or a bit hard situation, and then it a bit, cracks you open because it's like it's big, and then you might feel weak. But actually, I think when this these emotions or whatever comes out after being kind of broken up, this is actually who we really are. And in
Mm,
the everydays, I think we have enough energy and wit and mental energy to cover it a little bit. We used to play, yeah, we could say play some identities and things that we strategies that where we don't have to show the real emotions that we have. And
mm.
then when maybe, yeah, that was my realization about this, that maybe why we associate being vulnerable with being weak, because most of the time it just cracks up in the hardest moments, maybe for us.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
Yeah, I think if I look back, even now, if I am vulnerable or I say something stupid or I say something that sets myself up to
Yeah.
be for someone to attack me in a certain way, I think yeah, I'm a little bit lost for words, but I feel like now it's okay to feel it, whereas I didn't to feel what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. There is always, or most of the time for me, a little surge of, oh, embarrassment or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
but
just felt it just a minute ago. I actually did. And on reflection, when I was lost for words for a moment,
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually felt a little bit vulnerable.
yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
maybe the fear of looking stupid or
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
yeah. I am teaching a little bit about how to prevent burnout and how to be more resilient, and I always reach back to the concept of being or having a good relationship with yourself. And I always talk about, and this might be interesting for vulnerability, I always talk about when we do something that, when we hide ourselves, or when we do something to please someone, or just to cover up something about us that is really doing something with the picture that we think of us, that who I think I am. And we learn something through that. For example, I should be embarrassed about that, or I'm a little bit less or less valuable in my eye because I can do this to myself. I can suppress myself. I can hide myself. It's not so important what I feel. And for example, if you are put in hard situations for challenges,
Mm.
and you put yourself uh, probably for new goals or whatever, then you have to have some kind of basis, some kind of foundation in yourself, which you are sure you can endure whatever, you can be persistent enough to keep going. But if we thrown away by outside things, then this is really hard to do. And yeah, and then yeah, we can show a beautiful picture or like a normal or like picture of us, but it actually takes away our power.
Yeah.
So
I was just
yeah.
thinking, how can we have it's so interesting have the power of vulnerability. The two words are completely different, but
Mhm.
actually they're very blended as well.
Yeah. And yeah, and you also mentioned in the beginning that now you feel this is a power. If you can be vulnerable,
I
you
think
can
so,
feel.
definitely. Yeah, I look at it from a different set of glasses now. Different
Yeah.
view,
For me, it says, whatever may come, I would not uh, say, uh, kind of, in a way, no to myself. I'm just staying with me, and I'm not ashamed of it. And this is a kind of proud, or yeah, and power.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the ego has a lot to say for
Mhm.
it. Depends what ego you're
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Um, you know, I know before when I've felt vulnerable, and someone might have said something, it bruised my ego. It's like, oh, I don't like that. But actually, it's it's about showing up again for yourself and
yeah,
keep going. And I think that's what inspire. I think that's what the power of vulnerability is for me. If it's like if someone was running a marathon or a competition, but they don't win the medal, I think I've got more respect for the people that keep on going than give up. It's really like their resilience, their vulnerability, that um, it's okay to fail, but keep on going, that I think that is
yeah.
the power of vulnerability.
It's like when you live for the outside, you could break more easily, um, and yeah, yeah. I forgot what I wanted to say, but
I was just thinking actually, it's okay to not know.
yeah,
It's okay to not know what's going to happen next.
yeah,
It's okay to not know how things are going to, if like I've got a presentation coming up, it's okay to know that it might not come across okay, or there could be things I need to work on, but at least I'm doing it. And I would never have dreamed when I was at school, I managed to escape all the
yeah,
presentations. And we used to have to get up in school every year and
yeah.
do in front of the assembly. I managed to get out of every single one. So
Oh yeah.
I never got the practice in.
Mhm, mhm. I remember what I wanted to say because the ego saved you from trying yourself out, kind of. Well, the ego is a little bit fear-based always, and a little bit survival can be when it feels threatened. And so I like to think of it as like a child, or like someone who needs to feel safe for me to keep going.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't define my actions, because that would be like missed opportunities, you know?
I think, you know, whoever's listening or watching will know that will recognize that we've missed opportunities when we didn't want to feel vulnerable. And
Yeah,
I think, yeah, it's something about it's okay. And there's people that life happens, life changes, and you can either sit there and not do anything, or you get up and do something, whether it be get a new job, change careers, move house, move countries, learn a different language, or just doing something new.
yeah. Even maybe you also, you can be excited in the beginning, wow, that's a new challenge, something like that. But I think vulnerability helps you to keep going and just keep like let it flourish, and
Yeah.
for you, because with the ego is like the first obstacle and you pull back, and with vulnerability is like something, it just feels so stable for me. Yet vulnerability is, as we know, is vulnerable, so it can be unpredictable. We prepared for unpredictable future. Vulnerability is what, like Brené Brown in the talk says, like, I don't know, waiting for a test result from the doctor, or saying someone I love you. And so it's like really putting yourself out emotionally. And this is I think rare, and I'm happy that we talk about this,
Yeah,
because
and it's also um, something that we can share for others when they're out there in the world, that if they're
Mhm.
feeling vulnerable, just to be like, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. And this is me, actually.
Yeah,
This is me.
this
And
is who I am. Yeah.
and the ability to, that if we know for sure that we can handle our own emotions, I think there's nothing more that we need. Just a certainty that whatever comes up, we are able to handle it. And yeah, maybe there are, past experiences, anything that we learned that we are weaker or we cannot, but it's not true, actually. It's because yeah, this is a beautiful quote from the self-compassion book that I teach, which is the antidote for burnout syndrome. And it says, who knows best your tiniest insecurities, your moment by moment feelings in your days, is only you. And so you are the capable one. You are put there actually in your own life to handle what is yours. And this should be a priority, because yeah, this is the most important message for me, because if you do not do that, then the picture in your own eyes of you will not diminish, but erode a little bit, and get a little bit down and down, and then you're
Yeah.
not finding yourself anymore.
Yeah. The power of vulnerability is empowering. It
Yes,
is in itself. It's a sign.
yeah,
It's yeah. It's good
yeah,
to take that through.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is beautiful. Yes.
Okay. So we're finished now. Thanks for listening, everyone, or watching, and we're going to do another one in a month's time.
Yes, actually, we planned to do a podcast every month, and you can wait from us time to time to come up with new topics, and we hope that you enjoy. We enjoy, at least. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
And I also say goodbye for now, and take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.